Hello guys, welcome in and welcome back to 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. We are going to get into this general love message and find out what you need to know regarding love, what you need to see, maybe what's coming in. Thank you so much again for joining me. Heavenly Creator, bless this video and bless this reading. Bless this collective with a truthful and resonating reading. Thank you, and thank you. We're going to cut the 1212 makeshift deck, and we're going to get right into it, y'all. Let's see what the general love message is at this time. It says more time. Okay. Somebody wanting more time here. What else? Possibly wanting more time with the collective. What else? What is the general love message for the collective at this time? Yeah, regret. Absolutely. Absolutely, somebody wanting more time with my collective here because they are regretting some choices they made or something that has happened in the past. Yeah, I'm not ready. It's still on that little deck that turned up. I'm not ready. Yeah, so someone here wants more time with my collective, but looks like my collective isn't ready to open back up to them, or maybe that person isn't ready for, what it is that my collective has to offer. What else? What is this? Yeah, keep you. Yeah, no. This is somebody that is in deep regret about whatever choices they've made, whatever it is that they did. That's how I got it. Whether it was lying, whether it was putting you in a third party, not choosing you. Somebody like that. I'm hearing maybe disrupting my collective's peace. Yeah. They are not happy because, they want to keep you and spend more time with you, and they are in regret while my collective is, look, yeah. My collective is possibly thinking about it, but I feel like in the thought process here, somebody in my collective knows, that the person on your mind, they're not ready. Or the person on your mind, they have some things they need to deal with and go through, some things they need to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna keep thinking about you. Yeah. But they thinking about you. You may be considering whether this person is worth another chance or not, but there's something here about my collective knowing that the person on your mind needs more work or needs help or got some things they need to heal, or maybe an awakening to come to, something like that. Let's keep it going. Let me get some oracle cards to further clarify this message. I'm just trying to keep the cards in the frame for you. All right. Yeah, more time and regret. Yeah, this person is really upset and sad, collective, that you have either walked away or are just not opening up to them the way that you were, because you realize after some deep thought here, somebody in my collective, that this was not, they're not the person that they say they are. This is the love T deck. It says need tending. Pay more attention to your love life to get results. Nourish, dating, and respond. And see, that may have been their problem. While they had you, they were distracted and weren't paying you attention. I picked up where somebody could have put you in a third party or chose someone else. Well, you went ahead and accepted that was what they had going on. For somebody in my collective, you let them have the third party, whatever, and whatever came with it. That's how I'm hearing it. You let them have that and what came with it. And that is when this deep regret, started to sit in for them. Let's get into the love team and talk a little bit more about it. Tell me about this person on the collective's mind. What else they need to know and see here? What's the tea with this regret? Them wishing they had more time. What is the tea? Please and thank you. Open chapter. There are still pages to write to make them great. So make them great. There are still pages to write, so make them great. Revisit, enjoy, and keep going. See what I'm saying? This person feels like you two have unfinished business, collective. You know, that I feel like that helps feed a lot of the regret that they feel, because they know that whatever they did, you know, they're the reason that this didn't work out, or the reason that you walked away, your little fluttering heart. Enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. See, they made this experience unpleasant for you, so you decided that you didn't want no more. You know, you don't want to deal with anymore, or you didn't want to keep going. Sweet fleeting future. Yeah, that somebody in my collective decided that you know, no future necessarily existed with this person, because they weren't putting in the work when they were supposed to be, you know. So the person on your mind is full of all these emotions and feelings for you, but didn't take the time to express them when they should have, or act on them when they should have, and that's adding to all their regret. Yeah, first blush, soft whisper of affections, make love bloom. Yeah, gentle, romance, and tender. Yeah, you know. So instead of admitting or coming through in this energy for the collective, the person in your mind, look, exploring. Yeah, testing the water, still looking for the right one. They wanted to still be out here exploring, like they didn't recognize what it was that the universe had laid in their lap. So you saw this person for possibly blocked, or the unhealed person that they actually are. Made a head over heart for somebody in my collective. Yeah, made the decision to let them have it, walk away. And now this person is, man, looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight, running around in regret. Yeah, let me get one more, and then we'll get into the tarot cards. Yeah, they sick and sad, needs tending. It would not even stay in. Yeah, needs tending. Pay more attention to your love life if you would like to get some, to get results. Nourish, dating, and respond. Yeah, they ooh, I feel like this hit them like a ton of bricks, is how it's coming out, or coming through for me, that what they needed to be doing, they weren't. And that's what has cost them this connection with you. It's got them deep in their feelings, collective. You know, 5 of Cups, regret. You know, 5 of Cups, you know, energy. Yeah, I can't make it up. Look at the bottom of the deck. Unsure. Look, unsure. Questioning past actions. Yeah. And current desires. You see that? Yeah, because they know they need you. Look, doubts. They know that they want you. I got where this person knew that all along, but they were so blocked or toxic or unhealed or whatever it was, that they didn't recognize that they was messing with a divine being. They didn't recognize that, you know. Yeah, you know, pulling whatever low vibrational games and stuff like that on you was gonna turn back around and bite them in they ass. Like, this person didn't recognize that. 12-12, heartbreak and love tarot. Yeah, let me get the tarot cards. So that's why they're running around and they feeling sad, wishing they had more time with you, wishing that you would open up to them, talk to them, things like that, because you are not interested. Yeah, let's hear some truth messages from them in this energy before we get into the tarot cards for clarification. These are the confessions, some dark confessions. Let's hear the truth. You know, now that it's all come to, it's like they can't deny it. You know, they've had to look in the mirror, some kind of a some type of awakening, you know, whether it be an emotional awakening, soul awakening. Now that this person can't turn away, they have to go through this chain of karmic events because they started them. You know, they're running around in regret. They sad, possibly sick, you know, physically sick. This person could be making themselves physically sick, is what I heard, because of the worry, the regret, the sadness over realizing their actions, realizing that the universe had given them their soulmate, like a life partnership soulmate, a connection. Yeah, it was, and they squandered it. Yeah. Let's talk about this energy they were in when they were so willing to, you know. Now they running around in regret. But let's get some confessions about that. Look, I need to free myself from fear and doubt. I'm a caged bird. You know. So they acted the way they acted with you, collective, out of fear, out of doubt, out of insecurity. You know, They recognized this connection for what it was. They saw you for what you were, but because they were so blocked, caged, insecure and fearful, it caused them to just mess up a life partnership connection. It says, I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. See what I'm saying? So for somebody's person, that the energies and things that they were processing as love, being in love with you, wanting, it was actually codependency. Another reason why, they push in a third party, or they chose not to be, what was this, cooperative partner. Yeah, no, they had codependency issues, actually. Afraid to be alone, that type of thing. What else? There are feelings of anger inside me. I need to release before I explode. Angry and upset. Mad. What they was mad about? Oh, I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. Oh, they was mad because they was overwhelmed with all the bullshit they was stirring up. Okay, so this person, just for further clarity, was a unhealed, low vibrational, toxic asshole. I'm gonna just be honest. Yeah, 1212 heartbreaking love tarot, and them being like that actually being who they are, is the reason that they weren't able to pick up on and move forward in, possibly nourish and tend to this soul partnership with you. They got some stuff they need to tend to themselves. That might be exactly what this not ready energy is about. This is things that you began to see clearly as well, collective. Yeah, let's do the tarot. I'm ready. Let me get the tarot. I got the Modern Witch Tarot, 1212 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. If you're enjoying the message, you know what to do. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into these tarot cards and keep this going. So it's come out that this person is running around sick and in regret and sad because somebody's person again is having to do shadow work. It's like they're being faced with the worst version of themselves, that version that they tried to convince the collective was that was in love with them. Well, it didn't work. The collective walked away, and it has started this chain reaction of karma and oh goodness, forced awakenings and realities and whatever it is, the place that your person is on the journey of the cards. If they were blocked mentally, then this is that mental awakening. If they were blocked emotionally and refused to open up, it come out. Somebody had anger issues, they were caught in fear and doubt. Somebody else's person had codependency issues. These things your person is now being confronted with. These problems, their own issues, after running into you, you know what I mean? Somebody here, this is your flame. This is your twin flame, because this meeting with you, coming across each other in this life has started that your twin flame to become a better version of themselves. They don't have a choice. Somebody's person here don't have a choice. If they would like another shot at love, if they would like to find their person again, because I'm getting out of my collective's energy that somebody in my collective here is done. This person is has so much work to do and is so deeply blocked and things like that. So, the codependency and the anger, stuff like that, it's out of their childhood. This shit runs so deep with them that somebody in my collective, you are really done. It's not that you don't love them, care about them, think about them and things like that, but that trying to pursue a connection with this person is not in alignment with where you are. Your vibration and aura, things like that, it can't align because this person got to do the work. They have to do the healing. So let's get into it. Let's keep going. Open chapter, fluttering heart, first blush needs tending. This person full of doubts, caged, codependent, angry, childhood wounds. And look, it's time to tell the truth. Yeah. The Queen of Swords, it's time to tell the truth. It's time for this person to tell themselves the truth. You could have been blunt and straightforward with this person. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming off that Queen of Swords. But the truth the truth will, set this person free. Set you free. Thinking about what's here as well. And maybe someone in my collective has been going back and forth mentally, spiritually, emotionally about keeping this energy around when you know that they're not ready. When you know that, they struggle with the truth or they just don't come through in the most integral and best version of themselves as a king and queen of swords, or king or queen in general. Yeah, telling the truth about that has changed the whole direction of things. Those truthful words could have literally been what sparked an awakening for someone here. Yeah, it did. The Chariot in the reverse, Cancer energy. Yes, that truth. Whether it was realized, spoken, whether it came through in a download, what I got is that effect of you walking away, choosing you, whatever is represented in that Queen of Swords truth, it completely stopped this person in their tracks with, with what was this chaotic and low vibrational and non-prosperous, like, somebody's person, your person collective was really and truly damaged. And it might have took some time for you to be honest with yourself about that. Despite, loving them, and having all these feelings, this person actually, was more damaged than they appeared or something like that. Yeah. This truth, this revelation, whatever that is, it completely stopped. It has this person stopped in their tracks. Maybe it's the truth of again, the true version of themselves. Like maybe this person was so delusional that they didn't even realize, that they was running around causing all this conflict, that they was living in this chaotic, they were creating all this chaos in their life. Yeah. The Queen of Swords, King of Swords told them, pointed it out, made it a point to let them know the reason you stuck, the reason things haven't moved forward with you in other relationships, in prosperity, in life, in money, or whatever. You got a lot of conflict around you. You make things difficult for the people around you that's trying to love you, that's trying to help you. This comes from these fears, doubts, codependency, all of that. Somebody in my collective told this person. Yeah, you told him. The Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you told them that the reason that, they not happy. Yeah. The reason that they look won't go for the good, things won't turn around for them is because of the bullshit that they have going on. They need to do some work. Get it together. 12, heartbreak and love tarot. Somebody in my collective truly let this person have it. You let this person have it before, again, walking away. Not in a mean way. Not in a, necessarily painful way. But sometimes the truth can hurt. It's the reality. It's the slap in the face that some of us need. That this person on your mind needed, collective. What else? Yeah. Yeah. To be able to move into a more stable and more adjusted energy. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. For my males that are here too, exposing that female, letting her know that a woman of a certain substance, she don't move like that, she don't participate in certain things or keep all of that you called out. It actually was a blessing to this person. It helped to free them out of this double mind. Two of Swords, yeah. That double mind, wanting to play games, wanting to pretend to be one thing, but your life and your actions actually show that you're another. Somebody in my collective truly let your person have it. Yeah, you did. But it was necessary for them to even see themselves in what is this Queen of Pentacles energy. This person never even thought that they were They didn't clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't see themselves as being able to. Yeah, look, Six of Cups in the reverse. I'm telling you, this person got childhood wounds. It's things out of their past with their parents, and oh my God, so much stuff. Maybe even abuse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, maybe even, you know, abuse within their childhood from the people that were supposed to care for them. Ooh, either way, my collective called it as you saw it, and you move forward accordingly. And whatever these changes that this person is experiencing, and it ain't easy. It's not. It's actually divinely orchestrated is how I'm getting it. So if they texting and calling and begging and crying and being collective, let them experience what they need. They got to. Some of this got to change. Something has to change. That's how I'm getting it. 12-12 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. Clarify this Queen of Swords. This truth moment. This truth statement. Yeah. You told them about that low vibrational, toxic ass, hazardous shit they had going on. You did. The Empress in the reverse. You did. Emperor in the reverse. Don't care how they wanted to pretend like they had it together or keep up whatever facade. You know, that Queen of Swords gave it to their ass raw. Called it out. Yeah. Sagittarius energy coming off of that. Empress in the reverse, yeah, they were low vibrational, unhealed, had wounds and shit, and blockages, and yeah, and you were right. You were right to tell them. I'm hearing again, divinely orchestrated. They were supposed to meet somebody capable of love in a way that they had never known, squander it, and have that person really give them a reality check in spirituality and love, in truth and honesty. About the BS he or she had going on. Stop them dead in their tracks. Make them aware of this conflict, BS, and chaos energy they keep around. And actually put on their mind that they could heal past whatever childhood traumas and wounds, whatever mother and father issues they got, and actually heal into a stable fucking person. Yeah. Oh, collective. Okay. All right. So that is what you need to know at this time regarding love. 12-12 Heartbreak and Love Tarot. I'm going to get a couple of no communication messages, and we are going to close this out. Again, if you enjoy the reading, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate it. Let's do these no contact messages, because I got very early on that my collective, someone in my collective had went ahead and turned around and walked away. Has cut off communication, cut off things with this person. That's what stopped them in their tracks. And it was because you realized that they weren't ready. You saw these codependencies and childhood wounds. You saw fear restricting this person from moving, you know, in a line, just from being more aligned. You know, and whatever way that it fits, you know. Take what you need, leave what you do not. This is a general reading. Let's see what this energy would like to say to the collective. Now that they are not in contact, now that someone in my collective is allowing this person to experience and feel what it is that they need to feel to come through into hopefully a better version of themselves, to come into awareness of some things they need to work on. What does this person want to say to my collective that is in no contact with them at this time? Please and thank you. You are so smart, honey. Collective, you are so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversation. See, you smart. The level of knowledge, whether it's spiritual knowledge, whether it was the knowledge about the truth or whatever, man, this person, it hadn't been put to them like that before. Yeah, they seeing that you are in an elevated status, whether it be of intellect, it says you're smart, whether it's spiritual, whether it's, you know, in love or whatever, the level that you on, this person knows that they were beneath that. They gotta do this work. Yeah, they recognize that you smart. You was right. That's how I'm hearing it. What else do they want to confess to the collective at this time, that now that they are in no contact at this time? Lost. Yeah. lost. I feel lost without you. See? You know, somebody's person, yeah, they are really, you know, it's like you led them to it, you made them aware of it, you know, and shine the light onto all of this chaos and shit, and made a head of a heart for you. You know, walked away, let this person, well, they lost. You know, they somebody's person is just going along the steps and seeking out what it is that they need to do, you know, looking at these places of who, what, why, you know. If they can't blame my collective, they don't got no choice but to take a look at themselves. Yeah. You feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. And you bring me so much happiness and peace. See? You feel like home. Somewhere I picked up somebody's person struggling from way back out of their childhood. It don't necessarily got to be way back, but it really does have to do with, you know, what they were shown at home, mother father issues and things like that. And so the peace, the love, the connection with you introduced this person to a love even their parents and family and stuff like that had never shown them. You feel like home to this person, you know. And hopefully they can do the work, you know, do the work to be able to align with a higher vibrational energy. You know, that's what I have for you, collective. Until we meet in the next one, thank you. Bless you.